Hello again, everybody. It's me, Marcus, and I review stuff. Today I'm reviewing the song Charleston Girl by Tyler Childers. This one comes from, I guess, live on the Red Barn Radio 1 and 2? Sure. So live version, fun stuff. You know, Tyler Childers, I don't know if I've actually... Well, yes, all the music I've heard from him so far has been live. I've heard Follow You to Virgie, and I've heard Nose on the Grindstone, both of which I really, really enjoyed. So looking forward to this one. High hopes. Really hoping he can kind of pull off a trifecta for me here. Make sure that every song we hear from him is fantastic. So this does come as a request. So as always, if you would like to request a song, please just leave a comment down below. I'll be sure to get to it, at some point. But yeah. Really excited for this one. Let's go ahead and listen to it. Again, this is Charleston Girl, Tyler Childers. All right.
Charleston girl in a darkened room, and you don't know her like I do. We took the fire escape to her room and got stone raging blind. Left my money in the trusting hands of them old Steel Brothers and Thrash Grass Band. One day I'm gonna drive up there and give them half my mind. I don't know if it's the wine or the coke that makes her sound like her jaw is broke. She's working hard to make some sense, but she ain't got a dime. I wish to God that I could help her out. I wish I knew what she was talking about. I wish to God that I could get away, but I'm way too drunk to drive. All I know is that when I am good and sober, I am leaving West Virginia for a while. Don't know why, but every time I cross that river, Lord, there's something tears me up, makes me wild. Bloodshot eyes and skin so fair. I believe if I could find my keys, I'd try to drive away. I never planned to leave so soon. I didn't know that he was sweet on you. Go ahead and take her, 'cause she ain't worth the time. All I know is that when I am good and sober, I am leaving West Virginia for a while. Don't know why, but every time I cross that river, Lord, there's something tears me up, makes me wild.
Well, that was fun. Yeah, really liked that one. So, I had a lot to say about this one, but I really enjoyed the instrumentation. Was that banjo in there? I mean, I don't know very much about instruments. I've said before, I'm musically stupid. I like the sound of things. And I'm here to talk about how things make me feel and how they sound and what they make me think about. So there's that. But I don't know if it was fiddle, if it was there was some banjo in there, some guitar, but all the instruments together just sounded really, really fun. Kind of reminded me of like backwater Louisiana swamps in some cases, but it is what it is. I enjoyed the instrumentation throughout, and it's just it was a fun listen. There were a few lyrics in there that really made me smile and chuckle. So that was a really, really fun part of the song. So can't wait to talk about it. Let's break it down. let's start with those lyrics there. So, Charleston girl in a darkened room, and you don't know her like I do. We took the fire escape to her room and got stone raging blind. So that I'm interested. I wonder if maybe this was when he was in college, or if they were just being stupid. Like they took the fire escape into her apartment, into her dorm, even maybe. Left my money in the trusting hands of them old steel brothers in a fast grass band. One day I'm gonna drive up there and give them half my mind. I wonder why he left his money with him. I wonder I'm very curious. According to this refers to the Fabulous Brothers Steele, a staple of the Charleston, West Virginia music scene. Interesting. Interesting. So I wonder why he left his money with him. Maybe if he was supposed to be part of that band and they're just kind of like, no, get out of here. Anyway. I don't know if it's the wine or the coke that makes her sound like her jaw is broke. She's working hard to make some sense, but she ain't got a dime. I love that line. First of all, I don't know if it's the wine or the coke, so this woman is definitely on drugs and, drinking heavily, and she can barely even speak because of it. She's working hard to make some sense, but she ain't got a dime. I like that because sense sounds like cents, the money, and so he says she ain't got a dime, so she's just making no sense. I wish to God that I could help her out. I wish I knew what she was talking about. I wish to God that I could get away, but I'm way too drunk to drive. So it sounds like almost like a one-night stand. He met this Charleston girl. They go up to his room to have some, or up to her room to have some fun, do some drugs, drink, and now he's just kind of like, I don't want to be here anymore. But all I know is that when I am good and sober, I'm leaving West Virginia for a while. I don't know why, but every time I cross that river, Lord, there's something tears me up and makes me wild. So if I remember correctly, like Nose on the Grindstone and Follow You to Virgie, I think those were about like Kentucky, right? But now he crosses the river into West Virginia, and all of a sudden he's a totally different dude, hooking up with Charleston girls, and so he's like, this Charleston lifestyle is too much for me. I need to go back to Kentucky. So Charleston girl, Charleston girl with raven hair, bloodshot eyes, and skin so fair. I believe if I could find my keys, I'd try to drive away. I love that line there because it almost sounds like some like Lord of the Rings fantasy shit with like the raven hair and the skin so fair. That's how they would describe people like in fantasy, right? But at the same time, he's talking about some chick that he met maybe at a bar or whatever. Charleston girl with raven hair, bloodshot eyes, and skin so fair. So it's like, yeah, she's beautiful, but she's also just super high and drunk. I believe if I could find my keys, I'd try to drive away. I never planned to leave so soon. I didn't know that he was sweet on you. Go ahead and take her, 'cause she ain't worth the time. So I wonder maybe he's trying to get away because her boyfriend came back, basically. I never planned to leave so soon. Like, I was planning on sticking around and, getting busy. But I didn't know that he was sweet on you, so I didn't know that you already were kind of obliged to somebody, Go ahead and take her. She's all yours, because she ain't worth the time. All I know is that when I'm good and sober, I'm leaving West Virginia for a while. Don't know why, but every time I cross that river, Lord, there's something tears me up, makes me wild. Yeah, I really enjoyed that one. It was just a lot of fun. It was a really fun song. Lyrically, I'll give it 2 thumbs up. But anytime an artist can really make me smile with their lyrics and kind of just give me a nice little chuckle and make just lyrics that are really fun and easy to listen to. That's always a good thing. I've always said I'm a lyrics guy, but I'm a lyrics guy in many different ways. I love songs that make me think. I love really poetic writing, but also just really love a really well-written, fun song. So I think that's, to me, what this one was. I know he's not having a good time. Don't get me wrong. He's miserable with this Charleston girl. But just the way the song is written and sung and performed, it's just a really fun time, I think, for the listener, more so than anybody else. But, really like that about this one. Again, the instrumentation was fantastic. I'm assuming it was a banjo. It sounded to me like a banjo. I really loved the banjo in there, a fiddle or violin, whatever the hell they were using, guitar. It all kind of came together really well. It really made that country feel. I can almost picture like a barnyard or like this small town. I know Charleston, I believe, is the capital of West Virginia. I forget my 50 states and I forget my 50 capitals. I remember all the states. I forget my 50 capitals many times, but I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So it's not a tiny town, I'm assuming, but at the end of the day, it's funny to think that, like, that, you know, like this experience for him going into Charleston, West Virginia is such a much bigger deal for him than just like when he's in Kentucky. You know, you would hear people say that about like New York or Los Angeles, but for him it's Charleston, West Virginia that brings out the wild in him, which I think was also a really fun thing. It reminds me of some of the small towns around here in Texas. You know, a lot of the teeny tiny one stoplight towns are, you know, they look at the small towns that have two stoplights as like the big city. It's hilarious. But, you know, or we think about places like Austin, Texas, or San Antonio, Texas, as like the big city. But in reality, you know, it's like nothing compared to New York or Los Angeles, like I said, or, you know, it's pretty funny. That's kind of the vibe that I get from this. And that kind of pertains back to the lyrics. I know I was talking about the instrumentation here, but I think it just all plays so well together. It really reminds me of that country lyric. I think anytime you throw a banjo in there with some fiddle or violin or what have you, I think it really just gives off that vibe. So really cool choice of instrumentation there. I'd give it 2 thumbs up. Again, it was a really fun time from start to finish for me, the listener. Then as far as replay value goes, look, I've put every single song from Tyler Childers on my playlist. I listen to them every now and then when they come up. You know, it doesn't get as much rotation as some of the songs that I absolutely love to listen to, but it's got enough rotation in my playlist that I enjoy listening to. When Tyler Childers comes on, I'm like, yeah, okay, we're gonna jam this, you know. So it definitely has my place in its playlist. I definitely want to listen to this one again. Again, it's a fun time. If I just want to sit back, relax, listen to a fun song, this is one of the go-tos, I feel like. So, really enjoy this one. Guys, I've really been enjoying this. 2 thumbs up there, sorry. I've really been enjoying this genre of country that you guys, some of you call it outlaw country, some, I don't know what else it could be called. Just, it's not your modern pop country, and I think that's what really drives me, because, you know, I've said before, I'm a lyrics guy, and there are songs like this that are more on the fun side. There's not a whole lot of intricate or esoteric meaning to it, but it's still just well written, and it's to me, doesn't seem like pandering. I think that's the big thing here, and I think that's the big thing as we discuss and listen to more and more country music on this channel. I think that's the thing that separates pop modern country to the country that you guys have been recommending for me, is the authenticity. It's kind of like that Bo Burnham sketch. I don't know if you guys ever watched Bo Burnham, but he does this whole segment on country music and talking about pandering and how it panders to its audience. And I feel like this type of music has never pandered to me. Between Tyler Childers and Jason Isbell and Sturgill Simpson, some of the other ones you've had me listen to, you know, Drive By Truckers, what was the other one? Cody Jinks, I think. I've heard so much, I'm losing track here, but a lot of the country that you guys are giving me, it doesn't feel pandering. It feels like it's very authentic to life. So I really like that about this. And this song was definitely no different for me. So yeah, really enjoyed it. Thank you so much for the request. I have plenty more Tyler Childers in my requests, so you'll definitely be seeing him again on the channel at some point. So look forward to that if you're a fan. If you are a fan, you know, go listen to his music wherever you can. One place you can definitely check it out is going to be in my Spotify playlist. It's got every single song I've listened to so far on my channel. Makes for a pretty fun listen if you ask me. If you want to support me, just a little normal stuff you do on YouTube. Like and subscribe and comment. Otherwise, I hope you guys are staying safe and healthy, and I really hope to see you in the next video. Bye.